In this section, we will see how to schedule jobs in Linux by making use of cron. Consider an example where the user called Michael has to run the command uptime and redirect the results to a file called /tmp/systemreport.txt in the system. This can be done by running the uptime command and redirect the standard output to the file. But what if this has to be run only at 9 p.m. every day? The hard way to do this would be to log into the system and manually run this command. The better way is to use a cron job to schedule this task to be run at 9 p.m. every day. With a cron job, a user can specify any date, time, or frequency to schedule a task. Once defined, the system will execute the task at the set time without any human intervention. This functionality is enabled by the cron-d service that runs in the background. To schedule the job, run the command cron-tab-e with the user you want to run this task. In this case, we will run the command with the user called Michael. When you run this command, it will open up the cron tab in the VI editor. Navigate to the bottom of the file and add the configuration for our job to be scheduled at 9 p.m. every day. The first 5 fields are used to specify the exact schedule to run the task. We will learn how to do that next. The 6th field is the command to run, which in our case is the command called uptime, and redirect the result to the file /tmp/systemreport.txt. Now, one thing to remember with cron jobs: do not use sudo with the cron tab command, or you will find that the job will be scheduled for the root user. Now, let's see how the schedule works and see the meaning of the first 5 columns in the cron tab. To schedule a job to run on February 19th at 10 minutes past 8, you would put it this way. If you want this to be scheduled only if the 19th of February is a Monday, then add an additional option called weekday and set it to 1 for Monday. A star in these fields indicates any value, so it doesn't matter what the weekday happens to be on that day. The job will run. To run the job at 10 minutes past 8 on the 19th of all months, set the month value to a star. To run the job at 10 minutes past 8 on all days of all months, set the day value to a star. To run the job at 10 minutes past all hours on all days of all months, set the hour value to a star. To run the job every minute of every hour on all days of all months, set the minute value to a star. Your job will now run every minute. What if you want to run the job every 2 minutes? You may configure that using step values with a slash like this. Star divided by 2 indicates that the job should run every second minute. The same can be used for the other options as well. Finally, we can schedule our uptime command to run every day at 9 p.m. by specifying the schedule like this. For reference on the usage, use this table. To list all the jobs scheduled in cron, you can run the command crontab-l. One way to validate that the task was indeed run at 9 p.m. is to check the file where the output is being appended. Another way to check if the job was run successfully is to inspect the log file /war/log/syslog, like this. In this example, we can see that the specific command was run at the scheduled time on the server. Well, that's it for this section. Head over to the hands-on labs and create scheduled tasks using cron jobs.